play. These three words, they're the ones that I live by. With bug eyes, there's nothing that he can't find. We all fly, don't give Buckman the stink eye. Do or die, Schmuel Buckman's an old guy. Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. Go toe to toe with Buckman, he will eat your freaking soul, no doubt. It's Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. We get bucked with Buckman, we know you're up to something.
It was raining hard in Frisco. Good evening, everyone. It's me. It's Schmuel Buckman. It's Tuesday. How's everyone doing? All right. Quick roll call. Genta Bowley. Genta, good evening. Unbanned Josh Jenny fan. Butter Dick Jones is here. Let's see. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people in the room, and welcome everybody. And we're waiting for the arrival of one Dave Sarra, who has been antagonizing me, annoying me, whatever you call it today. So we'll see what's going on with Dave. And if he doesn't show up, we'll have a short show. We'll have a fun time. Going against Tukey and the Blob, what the heck? Listen, you know, as far as the final boss is concerned, this is my time. But Tukey, I wind up going up against every Thursday night. But to be perfectly honest, it was the only time I could get Dave, so that's why we're doing it now. So he won't show up, and I'll have scheduled this whole thing for no particular reason. But my fans, you know, if I stream to 15 people, it's great, because it's going to be 15 people that want to see Schmuel. I can't even speak tonight. So welcome to the worst show in the Dabbleverse. And I got a question for you guys. Hang on a sec. I want to pull up something that I actually sent this to Genta earlier. Yeah, I don't know why the freak I am so orange. Maybe we can cool the lights a little bit. I don't know if that'll help. Does that make me less orange? Yeah, it's been a weird night. My camera was acting funky earlier. That might be better. There we go. It's like this thing, I want to alternate between being orange and being totally pale. So I want to die on stream. I don't want to look like I'm dying while I'm talking. We have something a little special. I wanted to give Sarra a minute to get in here, but if we don't, I have something to do, which I sent over earlier. Let's just grab this. Just want to grab my summary. And there we go. All right, so you're supposed to start your show with a bang, and I'm banging. All right, Doodle 7508, the prodigal son. Schmuel board is here. AJ is here. I remember when I first listened to Cardiff. I think one of my first times. He went through the roll call, and he did it in a Cardiff voice, and he must have had 25 or 30 people in the room. And I didn't listen to Cardiff again for 6 or 7 months because it was brutal. So let me jump in, and if Dave comes here, we'll pop into some other stuff. I'll I want to cover a couple of quick things in the dab, and then move into something that I thought was really interesting. So it's Unbanned yesterday. This is very funny. Wow, it's almost as if the Blob doesn't value the role you gave him on his problem. Schmuel, time to revoke all his privileges. It's interesting because I let him use my Eevee Mux, and I went and I'm setting up the studio. I was doing that yesterday, I think, or today, and I was setting it up, and I'm like, the hell is this show I've got going on at 9 o'clock that I didn't schedule? So he'll be on. But look, there's plenty of room for everybody. So I don't really, I don't care. And the Blob can come gunning for me. And I want to grab something first that we've got here. So the game plan, by the way, was to pop in here and have Dave Sarra on and then bang it out. And but that didn't happen. So we're going to have to adjust, because that's what we do. We adjust. And since this is definitely the worst show in the universe. Wow, Bob Biggerstaff is dead. How sad. Wasn't he the guy that, weren't he and Ray doing a show together at some point? And there we go. Jimmy I 319. I guess you missed the news. Were you on Pineapple's 24-hour stream? No, I'm banned from the Pineapple channel. The last time I was on, I failed to pay attention, and I answered a chat, and I got nailed. So I've been thoroughly banned. I probably could have gone back on, but then I made the comment about the bead. So, or the beads. So there was that. And let's see where we are. And Howard is laying off staff. I got to imagine that, like, Sirius is like, no, Howard, you can leave. You can leave. You can leave. And he doesn't, like, he's in his home. He doesn't go to the office. He doesn't have to do anything. It's paid a ton of money. Why would he want to leave? But if you've ever seen the movie about Schmidt, there's a great scene in it where Jack Nicholson, after all these years, is retiring, and he goes to his replacement. He says, I got some ideas. I'm going to come by. I'm going to talk to you. And Jack goes in, and he goes to talk to the guy. The guy had, like, just kind of blowing him off, the way that they treat old people, you know? And Jack walks outside, and he sees all of his files and all the stuff that he'd worked on for years sitting in the dumpster. So there you go with that. All right. Shit. I just caught this a few minutes ago when I was on my phone, and now I can't find it on Twitter. Oh, but I think I know how to do it. MIT. Let's see what Mint Diggity was the guy that posted it. So I wanted to see what you guys thought about this. It was pretty interesting. So Quad and I were doing the Sunday show that we do, and apparently Brian Landon is irritated at us. And so Quadfather went on with Brian Landon. And I have a little, Mint posted a clip. Hopefully I can get it up onto Eevee Mux, and let's see if and we can do it. And there's my odd face on the right hand side.
So that the people that watching, the fans of just this shit in general, have something that's like, yeah, this is fun. That's the difference. What you do, on the other hand, is say, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. That's what you do, because you're a bum.
No, I don't say that a lot.
Wait till this guy finds out about somebody named Kevin Brennan.
You do. Every show you do, because you're a bum. That's why. That's the difference between you and
maybe someday you'll get monetized and you can enjoy getting $2 super chat.
Man, fingers fucking crossed.
Everyone else seems to be obsessed with the video game aspect of it, the video lottery machine.
I think Quad's trying to say the gamification. But I just find I find him very funny. We're going to get to my main thought here in a sec.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, it feeds the Sarra, it gives you the dopamine hit, you know? Like,
No, I don't know.
I think even people.
I do like the argument that Landon's like you're begging for money, and Quad's thing is, well, when you give me money, it makes you feel good. So I'm really doing it for you.
That have a lot of money still like to see the cha-ching, the dopamine hit from the super chat coming in. I think even these guys with a lot of money in the bank like seeing it. It's something. Dopamine hit.
Yeah, you've been watching a lot of Chow because that's Chow's thing, the dopamine and
Has Landon ever done a stream when he's not hammered? I'm just wondering.
all those things.
I don't watch.
Whatever you say. Like I've been lucky enough in life, working my nuts off, though, to have some money that if I can give back and see someone's maybe their dream comes true.
Brian Landon, philanthropist.
True, or maybe it doesn't, but it does entertain people.
He's here to save us all.
I'm happy to throw in like that because
he's going to help us.
I'm glad you gave him money. I want to see him make the fucking special, and yeah, we can all have a good laugh at it. I'm looking forward to it. Because you gave out $1,000. Also, that did happen on the other side of it. I'm glad you did it, but also I can say whatever the fuck I want about it. Because I can say whatever the fuck I want to say about anything.
All right, so then that's I just like the Landon part of I enjoy the shit out of people complaining. It's give me money. You know, it's not something that I do a lot, and I know other people do, but fuck it, you don't have to watch it, right? You don't have to donate. Nobody's forcing you, and I kind of don't get it, but particularly I laugh because of Landon. We all know Landon because Landon is a pay pig, right? We wouldn't know who he was. So he's claiming that other people do this for money, but he bought his way in. So there you go. And but I like Landon. I hate to admit how much too. He's an interesting guy. I don't know why the hell he does this, but he does. Quad twisted up over $1,000 from Mint Diggity. He's not twisted. It's just Quad. I'm sure he doesn't have $1,000 to be sending to people. I couldn't imagine myself ever sending $1,000 to anybody. So MGD Resident Rat, Mint, I've alerted Landon of this. Shots being taken. You should. Let's get an emergency test stream. All right. You guys go. And does he send you money too? Is that how this all works? Like, do you get part of this? But all right, our friend Dave has just texted me that he's on the way. And Resident Rat, LMAO. I did one night I did Mersh, talked about Mersh, and then Mersh goes on his stream and he gets DMs about what I said about him, and he's got to run it. And it was very funny because apparently to Mersh, DMs are not secret, and he was saying the names of the people that sent him the DMs, and I was just laughing because the rats were surprising to me. But I definitely enjoyed it. All right. Has anybody heard about this? Oh, look at this. Sorcerer Gypsy stroking me for $1.99. Keep up the great work, Buck. Love the show. Thank you, Sorcerer. I appreciate it. I get Sorcerer. I appreciate the comments. I don't necessarily believe it, but I like it. And I was wondering today, I was listening to WATP. I was listening to them talk about Brennan, and I listened to them talk about WATP and Kevin, both talking shit about all these other shows, and it's like the people shouldn't be doing them. And I don't understand. I mean, for Kevin and Carl, if nobody did these shows, they'd have no content, right? Kevin at the least is a comedian who could probably pull it off with Just the Morons that he co-hosts with. But what would Carl do? Would you sit there and like, is there an idea? Has any of the shows that Carl's promoted from the WATP thing really taken off other than WATP? And he does a great job. It's a great show. It's quality. But I sort of don't understand. I I also don't understand, like, why. Look, I don't give a shit. Chad could get $25,000. Like, why would I care how much? I don't understand why people do that. And Chad's a piece of shit. Call him out for that stuff. But I got to admit, it gets after a while. I'm just like, okay. Like, I mean, Carl was very proud of himself from the debate, but I'm like, it was what it was. I mean, you were you, Chad was Chad, and boom, you know? So look, what do I know? I'm just an old man and who's losing his mental faculties. But I like those guys. I mean, I like everybody. And it's funny. But I think everybody has a place. And incoming Carl's created organization. He is. I know. I said that before. And so Mikey Goofs, WATP is a great show. Did I hear that right? Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due. I mean, great show in the sense that he's got 1,000 people, right? He's got, he makes a decent amount of money. He's been able to do this as a career. You got to admire that, right? Like, you can't, you can say you don't like him. You can say all the things that you want, but he's done what a lot of the people on here would like to do, right? Imagine Chad if Chad didn't have to sweat paying rent every month. The Sorcerer Gypsy for $4.99. People can be wrong. Find joy in the process, not the end point. Everyone shows you who they are with time. I appreciate your perspectives. Thank you, Sorcerer Gypsy. And I was watching some Karen Reed shit yesterday. And what is the Maya Angelou quote? When people show you who they are, believe them. I don't have enough. I don't have enough energy to have a lot of hate, and I like these guys, but questions do come to my head, like where are we going with this? And then I've been here in the Dabbleverse like 3 years, and have we moved forward at all? Like, has anything changed, or are we just sort of in the hamster wheel, just running, and not accomplishing anything? But there we go. All right.
Yo,
what's David.
Up? Hello.
You made it.
Yep, I made it.
You're gonna give me 27 minutes? Is that the deal?
I'll give you some time.
All right. So how are you, man? It's been a while.
I'm all right. How are you? I had a rough day today, but I'm all right.
Yeah, I my only issue is I didn't sleep last night, but other than that, I'm fine. Mrs. Buckman decided that she was gonna set the room to meat locker and put on a fan, and then take all the blankets. So,
wow,
it was brutal. It was brutal. How was MLC today?
It's all right. I was on for a little bit. Jumped on, kept hearing my name, so I jumped on, and that was all right. I got some issues with my brother right now, but it should be fine.
All right. Well, if he does stab you with a screwdriver, do it on here. Okay. Did you? What do you call it? Yeah. The great thing about you is I get the text that says you're not going to make it, And then I sent somebody else, said, oh, Dave can't make it. He's on MLC now. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Well, that's just it's not really related, but sure. But I know what you mean.
So I'm just, no, I'm kidding. Dude, don't try not to be so serious. It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
It's okay.
I'll lighten up.
I lost Panhandler to MLC. Now I lost you. So I have no idea. The Sorcerer Gypsy hopes everything works out with your brother, Dave.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So are you guys still home together, like alone?
Yeah. My parents come tomorrow, but it's I'm not gonna get into it again. But
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I got you.
He was basically yeah. That's it. Okay, it's all right. Anyway.
All right. I got a question for you that I want to ask. Have you heard the eBay story with the Steiners in Massachusetts? At all? I'm gonna put
the what? No, I've never heard
this is so interesting. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen for a second. I want to be careful because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. But this is Steven Song is the YouTube channel, and the guy's pretty good. So let's play like 30 seconds, and then I'll go where I wrote down the timestamp.
And inside you find cockroaches. This is 100% a true story because it's exactly what happened to this couple in a quiet town outside Boston in the summer of 2019. And the cockroaches were just the beginning because for an entire year, this couple received non-stop deliveries, each one worse than the last. They were convinced that someone was trying to kill them, and they tried everything to make it stop, but it didn't stop.
Right.
Because it wasn't just some loner with a grudge that
2019
was behind this. It was actually a corporation. In fact, you might have actually heard of them.
So the corporation that was sending them this stuff is eBay.
Okay.
And the story gets it's fascinating. So this came up because of the bricks and minifigs thing, right? Okay. So like bricks and minifigs, those guys have handled shit really poorly, and they're known for suing everybody. This couple publishes a newsletter directed at eBay sellers. And they would if eBay changed the fees or changed the rules or any changes that eBay made, these guys would put it in their paper, and they tended to be critical of eBay, or at least the people were critical of eBay. I got the sense that eBay tries to make changes quietly. I think kind of like a YouTube thing where they'll, put something out and like YouTube will make a change, but not really tell anybody, and you kind of got to find out about it, or it's in the small print. But let's watch this for a second.
Still very much ongoing. Ina and David Steiner have been married a very long time. And since 1999, they've been running a small business out of their home together in Matic, Massachusetts. It's a small trade newsletter called E-commerce Spites. If you've never heard of it.
So this is what they do. They just run this, trade paper.
Okay.
And people buy it, subscriptions and stuff like that. And it's focused, like I said, on eBay. There's other sellers that it focuses on too, make some comparisons with like Amazon, people who sell on Amazon or whatever, but it's predominantly focused on eBay. Watch what happens.
Probably because it's only for eBay sellers. Ina reports and edits, and David publishes it. It's just two people covering the day-to-day, boring, unglamorous, behind the scenes of selling things online. New fees.
So it's
policy changes, glitches.
It's like CNBC
said, you would only really care
eBay.
About this if you sold stuff on eBay. But for some people, eBay isn't just a hobby. It could be how they pay their
It's a
mortgage.
business.
So any little change in the fee structure or the search algorithm can
is.
seriously mess
But
with
this
them.
gets fucking
And eBay
wide.
is
This
not
just
really in the
gets-
habit of explaining itself when it makes these changes. I can relate. As a YouTuber, I never know which day that YouTube wants to decide they want to rug pull my entire livelihood. So with e-commerce bites, Ina is a messenger of the
All right.
people. She's the one that reads
I
the
feel like
fine
I've seen her
print and
face
sometimes
before.
even calls eBay directly for comment. She's the one that tells the sellers exactly what's happening and they
So this-
trust her. This
so
is why
she's
e-commerce bites
basically
exists, and this is why
a
it's
financial
important. And you
reporter,
can see
right?
this in the comments.
Like behind the scenes, and she comes up when they make changes. People from eBay give her tips,
Okay.
right? And stuff like that. So,
By the way, did you know that the bricks and minifigs, the judge that's presiding over that, or at one time presided over that, is the same judge that's presiding over the guy,
the Tyler Robinson guy.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, I guess it's not that wild, but that's yeah.
I mean,
I find it funny.
it's like Minnesota, right? Like,
Yes.
or not Minnesota, Massachusetts, where the Karen Reed,
Massachusetts, yeah,
the Karen
yeah.
Reed thing's going on, and the same judge is providing over 2 cases,
Yeah.
and then they got, and it's like another one, and you're like, how? It just seems so odd that you would wind up with the same judge.
He's like the face. He's like the face judge. He's like the straight out of Central Casting.
Yeah. And there's another guy. So that's the guy that's there now. I don't know, some name. And there's another Judge Krupp who handled another case. And you can't tell the 2 guys apart. They both look exactly alike. Both like old
blonde?
Irish guys with gray hair and
The one in Michigan.
Massachusetts. but-
Massachusetts.
Yeah. So, all right. So basically, right, the story with this goes, eBay starts, the eBay executive, the chief executive, gets pissed off at these people, and he tells his security team, take care of it. And that starts with the delivery of roaches, and I'm gonna move on a little ahead in the clip. I'm a little nervous about getting copyright struck, so I want to try to keep.
Why would you get copyright struck?
Well, it's this guy's monetized YouTube channel whose stream I'm playing. So, I mean, anything's possible, right? I mean, if Chad can strike Melton, can't
Well, Phil,
Steven Song strike
Well,
me?
we're being transformative.
Yeah. So let's see if we how we do here. And you know how great I am at clips.
2019, Ina's physical mailbox and email both get completely flooded. Overnight, someone signed her up for a bunch of different subscriptions and mailing
Happened
lists.
to me.
Let's just say that these subscriptions
phone
were a range of adult things that would get this video demonetized. And just some really weird stuff too, like the Communist Party, the Satanic Temple, an irritable bowel support group.
I like the irritable bowel support group. They were very creative.
Her husband David even got a voicemail congratulating him on opening an Adam and Eve adult franchise store. What is that?
Oh, they
so
sponsor
Ina and
AYG.
David are thinking, okay, we might have a neighbor with a grudge. Except then it moves to Twitter and it stops being just weird and gets a little scary. An anonymous account with a skull for a profile picture starts messaging Ina directly. At first it was just a reaction. WTF, are you there? I'm waiting.
Watch this.
I don't like
it gets
waiting.
wild.
Then when she doesn't take the rage bait,
Absolutely
it
wild.
escalates. I guess I'm gonna have to get your attention another way, bitch. Then it gets worse. You don't have the balls to talk to me? Stop hiding behind your computer screen, you fucking cunt. Then it drags David in.
Is that Brennan?
Sounds
What
like
the fuck?
it sounds like the Dabbleverse. Thank you for the $2. Nice podcast, stupid. Hey Buckman, congrats on not dying. Stay alive, please. Thank you. I intend to. But this one is great. This one, it sounds like Mint. You know, you don't have the balls to talk to me. Stop hiding behind your computer. You fucking cunt, right? And then the next one is, you fat fuck pussy. Your husband needs to put you in line, cunt.
Pussy husband needs to put her in line. And then it goes from trolling to threatening. When you hurt our business, you hurt our families. people will do anything to protect family. Okay, so it's
This is like
Family. Is it
They're-
Vin Diesel?
they're ratcheting it up, right? Ratcheting it up, you know?
not some neighborly prank. Somewhere on the internet, there is a real
Numbers are
stranger
dropping.
with
The numbers
real
are dropping.
motive to hurt her. And the way that these messages were formatted
shit,
with
at this
the
point.
I'm joking,
capitals and the broken grammar, it definitely seemed like it was coming more from a basement troll than from corporate executives. Which is actually really smart. It's a really clever costume, so that you never suspect the real culprit. It probably would have worked on anyone else.
So, all right, so they're ratcheting up. So she goes from getting cockroaches and condoms and dildos and shit arriving at her house, right? To satanic temple messages, all sorts of stuff, and then it goes from there, and then it gets up to I'm gonna move up the clip here. All right,
Real
we'll just
quick.
play it.
No,
Did you-
not.
Go
Did
ahead.
you do something? Did you do something in your memberships?
Why?
Because I don't see. I can't. When I go to your thing, I don't see them. Whatever. Just. I don't know.
All right, we'll do this later.
Ina spent the
Yeah.
last 20 years scrubbing through details. She's basically Sherlock Holmes. So she starts combing through her archives, article by article.
Nobody
trying to figure
else
out what
would
might have
figure
caused
this
all of
out.
This.
This
That's when
one-
she
this
noticed
is
that these
this
online
woman figured
threats
out.
and the deliveries were connected. For example, on August 10th, they got a horror movie pig mask at their doorstep, and right then, she got a message, "Do I have your attention now?" And this was the first clue, because whoever this was knew when the mail came, which meant they were physically watching her house. They also
So she's getting this shit, right? And then right after she gets it, she takes the package in, they start sending her messages. And it gets worse.
weren't afraid to admit it because it was only a week later when they posted her address online. "You get my gifts." Now that Ina's address was public, they were locked in. There was no option for de-escalation. This was war, and the packages were about to get much worse. Over the next 2 weeks, it was non-stop deliveries.
So I'm going to move up a little bit. We'll get through. So the point is now they're getting all like the fetal pig, you know, that you did in biology class in college. They're getting those bugs, just all sorts of things. And they're doing stuff that is as disgusting and gross as possible. But at the same time, she's sending them threatening messages. Right. Am I boring you?
Being a good moderator. Go on.
No, I have a mod. You don't have to. Just don't do that. Leave it alone. You're the
Shut
co-host.
the fuck up, stupid.
I don't want you
Go on.
modding.
Go on. Go on. Fine.
I don't want you modding, my friend. All right, hold on. Let's go back up here to. I should learn. How
Funeral
to,
wreath. Yep, the one that you put on a coffin. If it wasn't clear before, it's definitely clear now. Someone is sending a message that they are threatening Ina and her husband's lives. Because that same day, they made a post on Craigslist advertising that Ina and her husband
male-female couple seeking activity partner. It's like
if you like pina coladas.
it's mature 50s couple seeking singles or other couples open to exploring threesomes, BDSM, cross-dressing. We are professionals looking to have some fun at home.
Okay, see, what does
Some-
that mean? Professional? Does that mean you have to pay?
No, I think it means that they're like their jobs are professionals. They're not low lives, right? But then again, Joey
right.
C would call himself a professional. So
You seem to know a lot. Sure.
yeah. MGD, thank you so much for celebrating 1 month of membership. Will there be more DV adjacent topics later?
We're what do they call it? Teasing.
Teasing. I'm just trying to get what do you call it out of some
were
of the
looking for a
DV stuff.
swinging partner. They also posted a fake estate sale telling strangers we're moving out of the country.
So
Should've said
this
we're
is
teasing.
this is what do you call it? This is Patrick Tomlinson, right? You remember him? They put up like a Craigslist ad that said, "I'm giving away my lawn furniture,"
Okay.
and they put up a Craigslist ad. It said, "I'm giving away my lawn furniture. You don't have to bother us. It's all the stuff in the back of the house." And people just went and stole all their shit. So this one they put up, there was a They were moving out of the country, had to move quickly, and everything was at a super discounted rate, and like 1,000 people showed up.
Very soon. Feel free to knock on the door. This all turned their home into a place where strangers would non-stop start showing up day and night. There were even pizzas ordered to their house at 4:30 a.m. just to make sure they couldn't sleep. Because
Sounds like Chad. And let's
the 4:30 a.m. pizza and the funeral wreath were both ordered from the same phone number. And the adult subscriptions in the swinging ad, it all led back to the same cluster of burner phone numbers and emails and prepaid debit cards. Ina was starting to narrow it down. But we gotta take a moment to understand the real terror that Ina and her husband were feeling in this moment. They froze their credit, they put up
So they're like in their late 50s, right? Probably early 60s, and they've never experienced anything like this before.
I mean, yeah, the internet's a scary place.
And they're terrified.
Well, and it's not just, I mean, this is gang stalking. This is not just, this is like this is a company going after you. This is not just, like random internet, like this isn't some random forum being like, okay, let's go get these guys. No, this is clearly like paid protesters or whatever.
And you don't know who it is. Like you just think it's somebody that you pissed off on the internet. She doesn't know at this point that it's eBay that's doing this to her.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
All right. Decline host, CCCKKK. Webb Hubble is Chelsea Clinton's real dad. We've known that since the 90s.
I don't know who Webb Hubble is.
Webb Hubble was Chelsea was Hillary's law partner.
Hubble and Clinton?
Pre-plastic surgery, Chelsea has exactly the guy Hubble's got some like his lips, they're very different. Like they're just it's like a genetic thing. He's got a big goofy face. Chelsea's got the exact same face as him.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Looks nothing like Bill. Looks
Maybe
exactly.
That's probably why Hillary stayed with him after he got honeypotted by Israel.
Yeah. Well, look, she had to stay. But
they rigged the laundry cart stacked with baking trays against their back door so that if anybody broke in, they could hear it. Ina even kept a baseball bat in her bedroom and a golf club in her office just to use as potential weapons. And the saddest part was that they had to sleep in separate bedrooms just in case somebody broke in and got one of them, then maybe the other one could make it out alive and call for help. Think about
like Christ, dude.
Right. This is like this old couple. First of all, they're in Massachusetts, so getting a gun is like not gonna happen, and and they're not those kind of people anyway. Like you and I would have went out and bought an assault rifle. They're stacking baking pans on their back door.
Yeah, I'm fucking Korean roof farming.
Exactly.
What all this does to somebody's sanity in their marriage. David said, one of the things we learned was what sadistic pleasure these people took in terrorizing us. Ina said, when it would get dark out at night, that's when I would really be terrified.
It's like wannabe Jaws.
I just picture like if this happened and I had Cookie, right? Like the strain on your fucking marriage, like must be a nightmare. And she does look like the kind that was constantly complaining, and it'd be like, I'm worried. All right, let's move it up a little bit. This is actually kind of cool.
Again. So one evening, David's on a ladder installing a new camera, and that's when he sees it in person. A dark van with out-of-town license plates. He calls the cops, but by the time they show up, the van's gone. But wait a second. This was a different van than the one from their security camera. Something's not adding up, so they checked their neighbor's security cameras too, and that's when they noticed it's not just one van. Every time it was a different vehicle with different license plates doing the same slow passes by their house. So David starts keeping a log to document all the different vans, but all
right, so this old couple, this is now their life, right? Everything in their life is now about being stalked.
Yeah.
On the internet. I couldn't imagine living this way.
Every time it was the same.
You almost do live
By the
this
time
way,
he called the cops, they got there too late. I mean, to the police, it's just a string of unconnected, suspicious
the Dabbleverse
vehicles
was the
being
sector.
called in by a
You'd be
paranoid older
Oh, yeah.
couple. And then, on the early morning of August 16th, around 4:30 a.m., David sees a car.
Why does AI always make guys look more buff and like Hughesy's AI images always have him with muscles and tight gut, you know, and he's really just kind of a big old goof. All right, MGD for £5. You're talking all this time to watch this now, but refuse to ever watch the actual evidence against Cumia, which would take 5 minutes. Unban Josh Denny fan. Thank you for the $5, MGD. I don't know what one has to do with the other, but there we go.
Stop by
We all
his
know
house.
Kumia's creepy.
A man get
He's a
out
creepy
and pull a
motherfucker.
long bag out of the trunk. He
We expect better from our large corporations.
was so sure that the guy had a rifle. He screams for Ina to call 911, and then it turns out it was another pizza delivery. But in that moment, David snaps. He's done being the nice guy. So a couple days later,
Oh,
an
Mr. Nice Guy.
I'm just not going to be nice anymore. If they show up again, I'm going to go out there with a broom.
SUV is trailing him, and David
Flip
this time
it.
stops and parks across the street
Hey,
from
speaking
the
of brooms,
police
pause it.
station, gets out.
Yeah.
Speaking of brooms, did you sweep your porch last night? Or the other night?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, actually, the other night I did not. I forgot to do it, and I went back inside, and I got up in the morning, and there was a broom by the front door with a sticky note on it that said "Please use." So,
Did Chad leave it there?
huh? Yeah, eBay sent it over.
Oh, right.
So she did get her porch swept. New Eureka in 27 celebrates 2 months of membership. Schmuel and Dave, what do you hear? What do you say?
Hi.
We're saying about eBay. All right, let's go.
Out and snaps a photo of this van with the license
could
plate.
use a little
He
gang
gives the
stalking.
photo to the police department, and this time they assign a detective to the case.
What do you do? Put them on your feet or something?
Up to this point, it's like I just also picture the cops like, what are you, fucking crazy? Right? You got this nebbishy old couple and they're constantly calling the police.
And oh boy, neither David, the police, Ina, the detective, nobody knew just how deep this rabbit hole would go from pulling those plates.
All right, so let's go.
All right. Cotton 4K. Now we're getting to the crux and biscuit.
The crux and biscuit.
The
Yep.
native detective sergeant named Jason Sutherland said, "It came back to a rental agency, and I contacted the rental agency and got the name of the renter, Veronica Zia."
Veronica Zia comes up later on, and what's hilarious about Veronica Zia is people wind up going to jail at the end of this, and old Veronica winds up in trouble, and she was like a temporary eBay employee.
So
Like
they
these
always
guys are
do that
paying her like
bullshit.
$15 an hour. Oh, it gets
God.
worse.
Veronica Zia. The detective calls the Steiners and asks them, "Does this name mean anything to you?" No, but Ina was already on it. She was doing her own research, and that's when she said, "Oh my God, she works for eBay." Boom! Ina has identified the bad guy of the story. But
So that's when she finally realizes what's happening. And like they can't believe that a corporation would do this, right? So it moves on. Let me just move up a little bit in the time thing here. It's a 14:03.
At least you brought timestamps.
Yeah, I did. I actually wrote them down.
what happened inside eBay that caused
up a
them to
pen.
go after Ina and David? Early 2019, eBay's getting
Yeah, I did really expect a phone call yesterday going, "Oh man, I heard about your heart stuff. I'm glad you're okay." But instead I got the, I disputed it with my credit card and the company sent me a bill. Like, isn't the credit card company supposed to handle that?
Oh,
I
okay,
text
get
you.
it.
I
get
text
it,
you about
I
it.
get it. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Okay.
Another
Great.
buddy.
Great inside jokes for the people to understand.
Yeah. Well, it was an inside joke because there are other people that will get it, and then it'll filter through, and then I won't have said it.
squeezed. a hedge fund called Elliott Management invests $1.4 billion into eBay and then starts publicly demanding that they cut their costs so they can pump the stock. All of a sudden, the CEO, Devin Wenig, is fighting for his job, and bad headlines and press are his literal worst enemy. Then in April 2019, Ina publishes on her little newsletter, Wenig's pay was $18 million that year, which is about 152 times the average eBay employee's pay. I mean, she's just stating the facts. It's nothing personal, but Devin took it very personally. So Devin forwards it to his chief of comm,
Take her down.
Steve Weiner, who texts back, "We are going to crush this lady." It's like all of that pent-up resentment that he had towards his new investors, the guys upstairs. Ah, yes. You know, when we see a grown man beat up an old lady, don't we all just look at him and say, what a manly man. So much testosterone. Anyways, this whole situation builds up for over a year. Then a senior VP pulls their head of security aside at lunch and tells him, "You gotta handle this. Off the radar. Just get it done. I don't want to know the details." Then after this,
Nothing says keeping things secret like sending emails. Yeah.
Don't these people know what Proton email is? Proton mail? Jesus.
They can't even fucking use it in, like, it's a corporation. I mean, you can't really do this stuff.
I mean, I don't think it matters if it's a corporation, Schmuel. You can't do this stuff regardless.
No, I get it, but the CEO of a Fortune 500 company saying, let's take her down, some little old lady that's putting out bad notes. Imagine if Stuttering John had this power. Carl and Schmuel would be living in a prison camp down in Guyana.
CEO reads another one of Ina's articles. He's done with it. He sends out the final orders. 3 words: take her down. Now, according to eBay, they claim he meant beat her fairly, not commit crime.
We meant take her down in the best possible light.
Your Honor. Anyway.
Let me zip.
Great addition, Dave.
Let me zip up a little bit.
Zip it up and zip it out.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna pull this back. Just a second, this guy.
One. Okay, but the scary part wasn't just that the order was given. It was who it was given to. Because the security team at eBay wasn't just a ragtag band of mall
Listen to who these guys are.
cops.
Okay.
It's funny because at some point you would think that someone at eBay would say, hey, hold on, terrorizing an old lady wasn't part of my job description. Well, when you think about eBay, you probably don't think about a security team filled with ex-cops and intelligence operatives, but that's exactly who works there.
This thing is run with ex-CIA agents and like high-level law enforcement people, you know, from like major cities across the country, and federal agents, retired federal agents.
There. So at the top, you've got James Bowe, eBay's Senior Director of Safety and Security, who actually came straight out of the CIA. Under him, a former Army investigator, a retired police captain, an intelligence manager, and a bunch of analysts fresh out of college. And James ran his team like he'd watched Wolf of Wall Street one too many times. He talked about a circle of trust. He literally played movie clips to hype them up.
Clips! He played clips. James liked clip shows.
Filings say that he once stabbed a chair during a meeting.
I feel like that's why you made this.
He even called his
I feel like him, what do you call it? The guy reminds me of the Alec Baldwin character in Glenn Ross with the brass balls. It takes brass balls to do this.
crew of mostly under 25 women, James's angels. It all sounds so ridiculous and over the top, like a scary movie plot. I wish I was joking, but James's tactics actually worked, and they literally brainwashed these people. So much that they happily committed federal crimes. Literally their day jobs were tracking eBay critics and anonymous accounts to build a list of persons of interest. A lot of them were journalists. So I guess...
So one of the things that gets discovered in this whole thing is that this eBay security team, their whole deal was anybody that made negative comments about eBay, they were keeping track of you. Like, I don't know, man. This to me is some
trying to say
insane
that
shit. Maybe you guys, that believe in planet Narubu and the Earth is flat. Maybe this is just a typical day at the beach for you.
Basically, yes. This was very much a part of their job description. To show you how extreme this brainwashing
earthers
was,
don't believe
take
in
Veronica
Narubu.
Zia. She wasn't
okay.
even a full-time employee. She was a contractor that got hired through an agency. Literally a temp worker that got called in. This was so far out of her pay grade, like she of all people should have been like, whoa, I'm out. But somehow James got her to go deep in the trenches for eBay. Peer pressure, man. It can really work some magic. And remember those creepy vans that were driving by Ina's house? Well, here's what was really going on. James decided that the operation needed to get physical. So he and 2 others flew from California to Boston to watch the couple in person and to stick a GPS tracker under their car. Okay, at this point,
All right. Is this some insane shit, or is this is the Dabbleverse, man? We need these guys in the Dabbleverse.
we gotta give him some
absolutely
points
do
for
not.
dedication. The man really flew out there personally. And in case it wasn't clear if James knew whether or not he was committing a federal crime, he texted his deputy, "I'll book travel arrangements off the grid. Then you need to..."
All right, I got to give Unbanned Josh Denny and kudos for this one. Always at least one funny chat a night. They have people keeping track of every move. They hired producer Joe. Very good, Josh.
lie to your wife too. Once you read it, delete the entire thread and don't save it to your phone or we will get fired. So obviously on some level, he knew he was going way too far, even for eBay. Somebody who's just doing his job doesn't send a message like that. So they registered for a Boston software conference as a fake alibi. They rented separate cars, checked into the Ritz-Carlton.
I'm shocked that I'm blown away that former CIA, former DIA, all these guys are out there.
James even practiced planting GPS trackers onto cars in the eBay parking lot. So they drive to Ina's house to plant the GPS tracker on her car. But then...
alibi, what about Allah, hello?
So they retreat back to the hotel and then they're having...
I want to pull it back for a second, because he goes to plant the tracker at their house.
So they drive to Ina's house to plant the GPS tracker on her car. But then the garage is locked. So they retreat back to the hotel and then they're having this meeting discussing prying the garage door open with tape and a putty knife. Former CIA beaten by a garage door. It's so bad that it could literally be a
This is why Iran is winning the war.
scripted comedy. This is like if Will Ferrell made a parody of a spy movie. Then, the next night, after a full day of stalking this terrified older couple, the crew goes out to a nice dinner to celebrate, like, "Good job, team, we really spiked their cholesterol today." And at that dinner, they start brainstorming what to send next. We got some ideas on the table. Chainsaws, human feces, a dead rat. Another analyst spent the night looking up a Boston plumber that they could send to her house in the middle of the night. Like, take this in. This entire thing was handled by a bunch of corporate middle managers over steak, like they're on some casual work trip. And back in California, Stephanie Pop, they had another manager watching the police scanner. Her job was to warn the crew if the police ever got called. That's how the vans managed to get away every single time. I guess the really unsettling part of all this is just how mundane.
All right. So this goes on. They think they're getting away with it, right? And then one day, so the detective, like in the beginning, the cops were like, this is just, some, like I said, nebbishy old couple just making reports. As it goes on, because of her and him being the type of people they are, they had everything tracked. Every little thing. And the FBI gets involved.
It is. Like, this obviously isn't their first rodeo. It's just another work trip. Makes you think, how many times have they done this? Well, at the same time that they were terrorizing Ina and her husband, this same team was running a second operation on a completely different person. So there was this anonymous critic on Twitter that eBay wanted silenced, but they had a problem. They couldn't figure out who he was. So they got creative. They invented a woman that doesn't exist, a fake persona named Marissa. She slid into his DMs, they became friends, and eventually she offered him a juicy scoop on eBay. She said she had a secret incriminating video of eBay executives. All he had to do was come meet her at some shady hotel and she'd hand it over. I can't even make this up. That's right. Before it was popular in all the
They're trying to do to her like they're trying to get these people in trouble and get them arrested.
Yeah. They brought in Vitali.
these streamers were trying to catch pedophiles on stream, eBay did it first. I guess in a way, they're visionaries. So when the Natick police starts asking questions, eBay's security team tries to frame the victims. They built a fake persons of interest file on Ina and David, and they sent it to the police to try and make them look crazy. And it was working until Ina got a hold of that Safeway gift card footage. Damn it, Veronica. Couldn't find a better disguise than just a baseball cap? You forgot the dollar store glasses and mustache that we prepped for you. James answers Veronica's phone and pretends to be her husband.
Right?
While he's driving her to the airport to try and smuggle
It's like buying Twitter followers with your stolen credit cards.
her out of town.
They're blaming
Meanwhile,
Chrissy
another
Merritt. Chrissy
member of
Merritt
the
did that.
Yes.
You're lying. You're lying.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Gentaboli, what is a nebbish? It's like a nerd.
Oh, is that what that is?
It's like very nerdy, kind of. It's a Yiddish word.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Exactly.
Roy Cohen Esquire, a woman cannot be a nebbish. I realize that, Roy,
okay.
but you know.
Thank you. Hey, interesting.
And
what's a male nebbish? A nebber?
No, a male is a nebbish.
I mean, what's a female nebbish? Neb her?
Oh, what the fuck is the word, man?
Neb her. I hardly knew her.
No. It begins with an F, but I can't remember what it is. But you know, Roy Cohen's an Esquire, so he's very specific with each word.
Oh
And,
God, is that Mike Morris? What the fuck?
Gentaboli. I'm sorry, that's funny.
eBay security mob,
Nebbish.
Gilbert, flies to Natick and lies to the detective spaces.
Comedian.
He even calls
Nebbishan.
Ina and her husband directly and pretends to be a concerned eBay insider who just wants to help. But his real sneaky mission was to figure out how terrified they were and, more importantly, what they knew. Remember when I said they've done this enough times that they must have some sort of exact playbook? Well, they even had a name for this play, the White Knight strategy. And
These guys are good. Well, good until they got caught.
Gilbert reported back that they were totally rattled. So how deep does this corruption go inside eBay? I mean, are we talking about a few bad apples here? Or is the whole damn tree rotten? Well, when the Natick Police Department emailed eBay to ask for help with this investigation, the eBay employee who got that email was Brian Gilbert. Yes, the same Gilbert that was one of the stalkers, the one and only White Knight. Once Gilbert
Matt, I say you're the guy that did it, and the fucking cops call you up. Look, we need your help with this case.
Calling somebody a White Knight's wife. Oh my God.
Boomer security.
He's gonna be a fucking. What are you simping for her?
Gilbert knew that the cops were onto them, they started to torch the evidence. James told the team to wipe their WhatsApp messages and keep the executives' names out of everything. His last instruction to the analyst: you just need to stay clean and you and I never spoke. Oh, and one more thing. When James told eBay's official general counsel lawyer that the situation with Ina was progressing, being a lawyer, you'd think that they would say something like, wait, no, stop, that's illegal. They just responded with a smiley face emoji.
What's that?
Remember that van and license plate that David snapped a photo of? Well, thanks to that photo, on August 22nd, 2019, the FBI and US attorney in Massachusetts opened a federal investigation into eBay.
How'd you like to get? Now, have you heard about this at all?
No. I thought this was the story about the thing about some girl losing her rug or like her antique company or something. It's not the same thing, no.
No, and but it's like, considering that the bricks and minifig stuff has gotten so much like play, and this is like a wild story. And now again, this is 2019, right?
But it started in 2009, you say?
2019.
Oh, okay. That's when it started.
What,
okay.
7 years ago?
Yeah.
Then 10 months later, in June 2020, the news breaks out. The FBI's Boston chief laid it out. They ordered everything from live spiders, a box of cockroaches, a preserved pig fetus, a pig mask, to a sympathy wreath, and a book on how to survive the loss
These
of a
are
spouse.
everything Karmic
All
would
the
wear.
while,
I know, right? Could you?
We need to let's get him a roach mask.
They'd send him a box of roaches and how to survive the loss of a partner.
they were hiding behind the internet using burner phones to try and cover up their alleged crimes and evade and obstruct the Natick Police Department. 7
He's a
people
little
were
too late
charged.
for the burner
crazy
phones
part
after
is the big
everything's
charges weren't
happened.
even for the stalking. They were for the cover-up, tampering, and
Obviously.
obstruction of evidence.
Finally, to complete the picture, the group allegedly tried to delete all text and social media messages related to the scheme. But, as you'll see in the complaint, failed to do so.
Those sentences were up to 20 years, which was 4 times more than the actual stalking charges. I guess the law treats shredding evidence as much worse than sending live cockroaches. James Bowe, the ringleader on top, got 57 months. His deputy got 24 months. Pop, who ran the police scanner, got 12 months. The 2 youngest, Stockwell and Z, got home confinement and probation. And Gilbert, the White Knight, he was terminally ill by then, but he still got some time served. Is this just?
The guy, it's funny, you know, when I was looking it up, the guy died during this, and they're like, the stress of this apparently made his terminal illness worse. The Gilbert guy, it's the former Santa Clara cop.
I'm sure he knew
I
way
don't know,
more than
because
everybody
what David
else.
said
and
on
they
his
just
victim statement was, what eBay, the defendant, and other co-conspirators, both indicted and unindicted, did to us has changed me forever. And I don't think the old David is coming back.
So, and these are the people, but it's a 60 minutes clip. I don't know how we get away with this.
It felt like corporate terrorism because we were terrorized, and it was very calculated. It was.
All right, and enough of that. MGD eBay CEO banned from stepping foot at Stress Factory.
can't come in here with your noise maker. Fucking hell, dude.
They got her. Roy Cohn Esquire. No, this is a legit story that I actually tracked down and verified the information because I thought that was possibly happening. All right.
Those
So
glasses are far too small.
for my head or her head?
Her head.
Oh, I mean, I'm just like, I'm looking at her and I'm like, I just picture her being annoying. Like, just annoying.
I disagree.
You like that look?
No, but poor lady, all of a sudden she's annoying. Okay. You sound
No,
like eBay
I-
now. You
I wouldn't stalk her,
Schmuel
but I
day.
wouldn't be, it's like I wouldn't be visiting her either, you know? So, all right, I'm going to pull that down. All right. So
let's level up in the dab now. Let's go.
let's get to the interesting part. Where did my tab go? To me is, so all these guys go to jail, right? These people file a lawsuit against eBay. The CEO lost his job, although he did get a big payout to go. They file a lawsuit. It goes to civil court. They don't win. There's no, because the eBay keeps filing motions going forward and doing stuff, but they're suing people individually, and then they're arguing about who's paying the legal fees for the guys that are being sued, including David Wang, the CEO, and that's like the big one. All right, so they sue and sue and sue, and they finally, in March of this year, agree to a settlement. Right?
Well, yeah, all right. So what did it come out to?
The settlement can't be finalized because Wang, who's got to pay, is arguing with eBay about who's paying for his lawyer. He wants them paying for his lawyer. They won't pay for his lawyer. The money with the punitive damage, all this stuff. I think it's like $15 million in the end. But it's
Pay it and get over with.
it's all the people. So they anyway, he won't sign the settlement. And if he doesn't sign the settlement, then the settlement falls apart.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably. I'm not saying you're not right, but I feel like something like if they win a judgment, there's somebody's gonna get paid somehow.
Well, they're going to get popped. The difference is They didn't go. No, they didn't go to trial. Roy Cohn, Esquire. So they were trying to make a settlement. It's a civil case. So they're trying to settle it before they go to trial. Right? Trial was scheduled to start earlier this year.
And
they made a settlement announcement. They got to court. The settlement fell apart. Now the case is going to trial in January of 2027. And
they're 60 now.
Yeah, and they fucking ruined their lives.
Yeah,
like
ruined the last 10 years of their lives for sure.
I can't imagine what it's like. I also can't imagine that. There's like not. I can't imagine that there's not a jury in the world that isn't going to find all these people. Just, it's going to be double or triple what they probably could have settled for.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying that, like, yeah. I mean, they're probably just stringing it along. This is why we need Brian Landon. I'm just joking. That, like, they're probably just stringing it along purposely because they know they can, and they're playing tactics here. And so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's a fucked up case. Classic case of gang stalking.
They say the Wang guy is this is fucking him up. Like, he's one of those CEOs that should get paid hundreds of millions of dollars a year, and I don't know. He's like the founder of some startup or something. He's just not making it.
Poor him.
No, I know exactly. But this is the guy that started it. This is the guy that knew about it all the time, and the CEO doesn't go to jail, and there were no charges against eBay as a corporation. Right?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I know. Don't ask me for answers.
Yeah, look, I don't have any either, but I'm just the whole thing just blows me away. So we leave it. We'll come back to this in January once the trial starts.
There you go. Don't bury the lead.
But this is like, what do you call it? I realize it's not Dabbleverse or even Dabbleverse related, other than it feels like something Ethan, Ralph, and Mersh would do.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I wouldn't put that on Mersh, but definitely Chad.
I should have said, yeah, Chad and Ethan Ralph.
Yeah.
Except Chad would have so gloriously fucked it up that we'd all know.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be all over the news.
I'm glad who was it? Carl's kids on Twitter. Somebody posted like the long form clip of the N-word situation. What is it? What does NJ Rangers say? The N-word, is it the situation? Anyway, finally it's like, yeah, okay, that's the long form, because Josh Denny fans clip just makes it look like I'm laughing at the N-word, which is not true. I'm laughing because since Chad came on that episode, he was giving me and Stevie Lou and Kevin Brennan like the silent treatment. So when he
is that when you were jumping up on your bed like a 14-year-old girl and just found out you were liked?
I was not jumping up on bed. I was grabbing my KB doll, and then I'm hearing in my head Chad come back on and scream the N-word. So obviously that's going to make me laugh. But, you know, that clip makes me look like I'm cheering for the N-word, which is not true. I'm cheering because Chad's finally talking. But Stevie Lou and I were having a great time before that. So I'm glad there's a little bit of context there. So go follow Carter's
You know what
kids.
they say, David. Yes, context.
That's right. Nuance. You want to have a nuanced conversation.
MGD for £5. Thank you, MGD. Have you ever seen David Attenborough's Blue Planet? Big fish eat small fish in the filthy depths of the sea. It's literally like the Dabbleverse, man.
Yeah,
Man.
Blue Planet and Blue Planet 2 are fucking great, man. Dude, that episode, I haven't heard my brother laugh like that in years. There's like a situation. There's like they're doing the capybara episode, and this leopard, this is Blue Planet 2. This leopard dives in and gets some kind of alligator or crocodile and brings it up, and the capybara, it edits to capybara with his mouth open like. I've never seen my brother laugh so fucking hard in years. So, bravo. Bravo. Now
And
he's yelling at himself in the mirror. So
Relating to the Dabbleverse, Gentaboli. It is a good place to look for a man. It is, Genta. It is. And Josh is critiquing us. Stuttering John. But all right, so that was part of what I was thinking, bringing this back around to the Dabbleverse, right? So you got the Bow guy, you got like all these ex-CIA operatives. How would we put like who would be the security team in the Dabbleverse? Like you could have Chad, Joey C, right? No, I'm good at this. I'm good at the undercover stuff. I picture Joey C being the White Knight, and it would just be amazing. So
Yeah. The white trash night? Sure.
white trash night. Yeah, he's Joey. Joey is he's a unique guy. Yeah, Ice Dancer would be the Mossad honeypot. it would be amazing. The entire thing. BYB security. Yeah, he'd be good though. You know, like he'd roll up, you'd feel sorry for him, and he would take.
I've never once felt sorry for a Quadfather ever.
Oh, I do. I do. I don't necessarily say that I feel sorry for him, but I mean, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I would be such a happy, amazing, like living. I would just be bitter and mean and,
Okay.
hiding in my house watching Fox News yelling about Trump.
Okay. Oh. Well, thank God for that.
Oh, I know. I wouldn't know what else to do. All right. Unbanned Josh Daniel fan. That's why you never see any LOO WATP weirdos here. The subtext is foreign language to them. I think they're talking about you and your. I think they're referring.
He's joking. Nothing. I made a heroin joke.
Oh, you lose me when you make these
Do I?
substance related jokes because
Right.
you know me. I'm a saint, and we had different names for it back then.
Mister, I had a heart attack at 38 because I was clean and sober. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, my dad had
sorry.
one. My
I'm
dad
sorry.
didn't drink at all, right? Had one at 40 or 41. He died at 61. So that's what I wanted to avoid.
Well, I mean, hey, you were good. It's a good thing that you pressed them on it. So we're glad to have you back, Buck.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be here. Actually, they called me today. And I'm thinking like, oh, they're calling me to see how I'm doing. They're calling me because I didn't answer my survey of my hospital stay.
Well, I mean, that was when my mother got diagnosed with breast cancer in 2006. That was one of the things that she was like very pissed off about. They're like, she had to call in and get the results. Then nobody was gonna call her and do it. And so she like forgot about it, and she called in, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you need to come in and check this out." She's like, "When were you gonna call me and tell me this?" She's like, "Well, it's not our policy to call people and tell them." It's like, not your policy. What, you're gonna let me just die of breast cancer? They're like, well, it's just not our policy to do that. It's like, okay.
Holy. Dude, I had cancer surgery in 2007, and very similar experience to your mom. And it was like this hospital stay was a nightmare. It was like being in prison. Not enough staff. It was horrible, and it was a good hospital, supposedly a good hospital, but it was a fucking nightmare. This procedure that I was having this week was supposed to be outpatient, and when they told me I had to stay, I kept remembering about that one, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. I gotta say, I mean, it wasn't a pleasant experience, but they were amazing. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. But when I left with like, they gave me a packet with like 15 pages of it, everything that had been done to me, all the follow-up I needed to do. They gave me a checklist of medication, a checklist of follow-up appointments.
Timestamps for the clip.
Timestamps for the clip. They even gave me the serial number for the stent on a little sticker and a brochure that I could read about.
Is there a website? Is there a website you can go check to see if Chad's bike is it the same type of website that you? All right, I was trying to make a serial number joke with Chad's bike, but I couldn't get there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really look at it. It was so. It's all very weird. But I did tell you, right? Like the doctor was very proud of himself because, the procedure. They're watching it on. They inject you with the dye. They're watching it on the camera. They do a thing.
Jeff dye, yeah.
I'm telling you, this fucking guy. He must have showed Cookie. This is what it was before. And, you put the dye in and it wouldn't go through. And he said, it was blocked so much. And we used the drill and we went through here and we did this and look at it now. Look at how it and it was just like over and over, like, okay, guy, like how many times can we watch this? So
it's like an Echo Pineapple show.
Oh, Dave, Sarra. Thank you for the $5. You're fantastic. All right. I got to get into this a little bit with you. I'll let you go in about 15 minutes if that's okay.
I'm here until you're.
All right.
I got nothing to do except for clean.
Super tips versus dabble tips. Opinion?
Okay. No. Next question.
You don't have.
What's my opinion? I give your money to whoever. I don't give a. No. Bro, what do you mean your opinion? Go with the one that you pay less for.
Exactly.
That's all I say. I don't give a fuck. If you want to give money to Melton, go to Super Tip. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just goofing around. I'm asking, like, do you think Flimsy did it just to stick it to him, or is this a real?
I don't know if he did it to stick it to him, but I think Flimsy. First of all, I gotta give it up to Flimsy. I thought he straight up vibe coded all this. No. Flimsy's he knows what he's doing, and so I gotta give it up to him. And I've used it, not like I've used it in the sense that I've paid people money with it, and I paid people money with Super Tips, and they're both kind of sort of similar.
I was on with Quad.
I'll say I like the idea of being able to. I like the idea of being able to on Dabble Tip to link it to directly to your 11 labs and all that stuff. So I would, I'm more of a fan of that, and I like Flimsy more. And he takes less of a percentage, so
are they doing
go with that?
That's my question is, are they using Stripe or I don't know a lot about it.
It's very similar as far as I helped a little bit with Clown Town, and got to know what the back end a little bit of it and stuff. I was very impressed with Flimsy's work. So I don't know. I don't know what the dashboard or anything looks like. I can't imagine it being any better or worse than Super Tip. So look again. This type of technology has been out for 10 fucking years.
This is what I wanted to say. So when this came up, right? All I remember is with me talking to you about Super Tips. You're like, you can do this on Stream Elements. You can do this. This isn't new.
Yeah, I could do it on Social Stream Ninja. Like it's nothing new, but it's great. I mean, do it. It's good for the casual person. TJ Teamster Tim, and Teamster Tim might be like, it's cheating if you go straight to like a Dabble Tip or Super Tip kind of thing, and it's like accepting money. It's like no.
Who gives a fuck?
Nobody gives a fuck. If you go ahead and start your stream and accept money right away. You don't have to get monetized on YouTube to start getting money. No. I like versus Stream Elements. I like first of all, Stream Elements is not user friendly at all.
Right.
It's very, very fucking confusing, and not confusing, but it's very awkward to do. And people are very used to like the StreamYard setting, and both those companies, StreamTip and Dabble Tip, Super Tip and Dabble Tip, they put out a good product that looks nice and is easy to use.
Right. And Super Tip has become easy to use in the past it wasn't. And there was no documentation. and
Fucking documentation.
only certain people got help. Doodle 7508, I would trust my info with Flimsy as opposed to that Stripe BS Pat used to bust Fuddle. I don't know how Dabble does it, but the deal is it's the any merchant account that anybody has, any of these programs you're going to be able to do that with.
Unfortunately, here's the thing. I'm not saying Flimsy and or Melton don't have that information. I don't know. But all I'm saying is don't ever give your money to anybody that you don't trust anyway. So and I think it's kind of the same deal. Whether you're on Dabble Tip or Super Tip, you can pretty much get the same information because it's through Stripe that you're doing that. So just be aware, just be cognizant of that. And,
well, you get like if I was, my business takes credit cards, I get the same information there that you would from Stripe, which is the email address, the zip code, the last four of the credit card, and the amount that it is.
And look, 90% of the people that pay this money, and I'm sure a lot of the people that accept this money too, have had jobs where they are privy to a lot of private information. When any of these places that I've worked for, Whammo or homemade goods and stuff like that, it's like, I had access to a lot of private fucking information. And, I would be stupid and a criminal to use that information for illegal purposes. So if you're not a professional about anything, or you feel like the person that's streaming is not a professional, don't tip them. That's all I got to say.
I meant to say type of card. That's on there as well. But I think it's going to come down to if they're both similar, who charges less.
That's always the thing too. That's why I say Stream Elements is, what do they take? 3% of everything. So I use Stream. I've never signed up for Super Tip or Dabble Tip. The only reason really is because I've got a Stream Elements thing and nobody's ever used it. So there's really no point in me getting more extra, doing more work and having more browsers, doing all extra shit for no money. So, that's pretty much, that's the way I look at it. And, so.
Look, this is Doodle 7508. Pat outed himself as adult then. No one cared because most dislike Fuddle. I disagree with you, but I don't think look, it goes back. It was a misunderstanding how that all happened. But she really was fucking with his life and stuff like that. And it's a thing like I would never have done it, no matter what, right? Like if I thought somebody was cyber stalking me, maybe I would find out the information, but I certainly wouldn't talk about it on stream.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like any of it. So
why is Schmuel acting as if we don't know who already charges less? Because I don't know. That's why.
Yeah, Flimsy charges 5%, and I think that goes up to 7.5% if you want him to do all the voices for you or something. Or you can hook it up to your own 11 Labs, but then 11 Labs charges, I think. So apparently 11 Labs, if you want to do a commercial thing, so even if I wanted to do and accept money for connecting it to my social stream Ninja, there's probably a fee that I would have to pay to do that too. So it all comes out to be the same thing. Not the same thing, but like, $10. So I get
it. Just having experience as a credit card merchant or whatever, they've just gotten so fucking expensive ever since whoever it was won that lawsuit. And every place in Jersey you go now charges you extra if you use a credit card, like at a restaurant and stuff. I was seeing criticism, NJ Ranger 499, thank you, buddy. I was seeing criticism of Flimsy is undercutting Melton. File that under sucks to suck. not Flim's fault. He's less profit driven, less overhead.
Well, maybe don't make MLC hats and try to undercut MLC merch or DeVito.com. And then I did the same thing. So, you know, whatever. I mean, bro, what are you going to say?
I got to ask you a question about that in a second. But
Sure.
my view is it's like competition is good, right? And the other thing is like it wasn't unique, right? It's not like it wasn't like he stole an idea or whatever, and you build a better mousetrap, right? And
You keep using this mousetrap thing. Yeah,
I know I'm saying
you know
Melton,
what?
but it keeps him nimble.
Look, to be honest with you, it was the first custom AI tipping service that I had seen. So I hadn't seen any other custom ones before that. So it was a good idea, but it just now in the age of what we can do with AI, and again, I want to say this. I like Flimsy didn't just vibe code this, so he knows what he's doing. There's a lot more there's a lot more that went in, that's involved and all that stuff. So kudos to him, and look, he's a just like me, and Flimsy is one of those guys that's really like embraced the role, a role in the Dabbleverse, and that's being a community first kind of a thing. And so I'll always kind of go with those type of people, you know.
And he stays out of beefs, right? He doesn't get caught up.
Flimsy's
he doesn't
great.
get caught up. It's like,
No.
you know, you're a controversial figure and selling a product. You can't be surprised that people are mad at you, right?
Sure. I mean, I don't put that on Melton or, you know, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's fine. I mean, Melton, I got no issues with Melton, really. It's just he does his thing. And
No,
let him
I
do his
don't.
thing.
I don't have.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
I'm
have.
just saying. And
I
again,
was just surprised because when I asked Quad the other day, he was like, "Oh, it's a little thievery to me, thievery thing," and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
I don't
You know?
No.
I was very
Talking
surprised.
about Flimsy?
Yeah, that we were on air because I was.
Get outta here.
I was asking about it. All right, what do you think? So I thought you just reminded me, and I thought that was correct. Didn't Patrick at one point make the Ray DeVito shirts and MLC stuff?
Patrick. Well, no, I don't. Well, all I really know about Patrick about you talking about Melton. I was really only talking about the MLC hat. That's it. I mean, other than
But he
that,
made
I
an
don't really
MLC
know.
hat. But didn't he make like the Raytard? Who made the Raytard shirt?
I thought that was the Schmuel network.
Maybe because I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you about this leveling up in the dab shirt.
Sure.
Do you know about this?
LUI. Whatever. Yeah. LUITD.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Just that specific shirt. No. Oh. Yes. Actually, I saw it was a Cat Diggler or Bacon Bits, show the shirt. Yes. Who was it? One of those guys or somebody was showing the leveling up in the dab shirt that they made. Sure.
Well, no. All right.
TSN made a leveling up in the dab shirt, right?
TSN is selling a leveling up in
Yeah.
the dab shirt, and Final Boss is the guy that came up with leveling up in the dab, or at least started using it. And people are complaining that like it was stolen from him.
All right, well then don't buy the shirt and then
let me finish. Everybody's mad at Schmuel, right? They're all, it's like, Schmuel stole from him. But hasn't this been going on for quite a while? Like I thought,
yeah.
Oh, Dave is leaving. No, I was just, I don't.
Yeah.
You're Kevin Brennandahl.
Yeah. Where do you think I got this from? I got this from Schmuel's website. And I don't think he's selling it anymore.
No, he doesn't. They only had they had a limited number of them.
So there might be only 2 of these in the world.
I'm kind of surprised that Kevin never started selling merch, but I guess he just doesn't care.
No, but I mean, because Kevin's experience with merch is different than what it is now. I mean, Kevin's experience with merch was you gotta buy all the shit and then send it out, drop so. But that's just not how it is anymore. And again, we went over this today on MLC too with like DeVito.com, and people are like, either people are getting mad at me that I'm not making money, or people are getting mad at me for being a grifter. And it's like, I only made this because, first of all, I wanted MLC merch. You can't get any. And I wanted to just get, I made, you know, I used AI to increase the resolution of the logo, the only logo I can find. And I put it on some shirts. And if people want to buy it, they can. And I don't make any profit on it. And so it's $19.50 for a t-shirt. It's like $30 for a fucking sweater, and it's decent quality, and it comes pretty quickly. Apparently the hats, because I got the hat. Apparently the hats, because they're embroidered, there's like a situation that I have to deal with now. So, but everything else, it's a pretty good deal. So I'm not looking to make any fucking money on it, and I just want people to get their fucking merch. So if they wanted MLC t-shirt, and again, if I sell 100 shirts and I make $10 on a shirt, I make $1,000. I mean, great. I can do without the $1,000. I just want people to have their fucking merch and enjoy it. That's it. And so like, that's it. So that's my point about all this is like, yes.
I was watching a show not too long ago that's got like about probably like normally about 20 viewers, 15, 20 viewers, and they spent like the first 25 minutes of their show talking about their merch. And I was like, shouldn't you wait, right? To like maybe have people that might want to buy it. It just seems like, why would you devote like, you can sell MLC shirts, right? They'll sell, but like, and it's not a big deal, but like, who devotes themselves to this thinking that they're going to make money when you don't look, have an audience? It's not like, you know, go ahead.
No, sorry, go on. I mean, to NJ Ranger's point, I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but like, he might be talking about HVAC North, and you know, HVAC North was, you know, a little pissy with me for making the site and all that stuff. And he's like, you know, Kevin should be making this money and all that stuff. And yeah, if Kevin, and I keep telling Kevin, and Kevin's the one who, for lack of a better term, gave me his good graces of making the site.
Yeah,
and all that
stuff. Right. You're not stealing money from Kevin. Exactly. And it's like,
yeah.
And Kevin's that's the other part. It's Kevin's a big boy. All these guys are big boys, right? Yeah. If they got a problem with it, they got a problem with it. I am tired, to use a word from earlier, of the white knighters. Yeah. You know? Oh, you're grifting here, you're grifting there. I get the fuck out of here. NJ Ranger for $4.99. Dave, how about the pathetic ball washer who took a victory lap about your merch site being down, only to shut the fuck up when that was found out to not be the case?
Yeah, again, I mean, so like, you know, again, I can't justify selling a shirt for $30. If Kevin wants to sell a shirt for $30 and have it drop shipped from a thing and make $10 off a shirt, he can do that. He has the cachet to do that. And he's got the fans that will do that and that will give him money to do that. Now, if Kevin really wanted to make money off of merch, he could buy 400 shirts for $4 each and then have Cheddar fucking package them and send them out, whatever, you know what I mean? But like, that shit's a headache. The way Stream Labs works is it's all made to order and drop shipped. So the game has changed, and I use Stream Labs, because I've tried Teespring and these other ones, and they fucking take forever to get your shit. So I like this. The stuff's made in Guatemala. It's printed. I think it's printed here in the United States. It ships. It's to your door and within about 10 days, except for the hats that are embroidered. But like mostly everything that's printed and all that stuff gets there pretty quick. So like, it's a good price. It's, I don't, you know, that's it. I mean, don't get
well, you don't
mad
have
at
to
me,
defend
dude.
yourself, Dave. We're all on your side here.
Okay.
We're all happy for you. And
yeah,
you know,
but again, I mean, not, you know, I'm not trying to disagree with NJ Ranger here, but like, I can understand a super fan like HVAC North that would be like, well, Kevin should be getting that money. Well, yeah, okay. If Kevin wanted to sell $30 shirts and make $10 off a shirt, and so he can do that. He just needs to know about it,
But
And
Dave, stop for a second.
okay.
Why the fuck would you care at all, in the slightest, what laundry room and this HVAC guy say? Like, why would it even like
It
get
doesn't
on your
make me
radar?
care. No, it doesn't make me care. But I mean, he was vocal about it, and he was sending
I
super
know, and
chats
so
about
is
it.
laundry room is vocal about anything, negative Kevin Brennan or anything that's gonna that has even the appearance of slighting Kevin. They're all over. Like fuck them.
Hey, look. Look. These people, the people who give Kevin a lot of money, they want to make sure that Kevin and his family do well. I'm sure of it.
Oh, I'm sure that's what this is all
So,
about. Well, I'm
and-
sure
and
that's
so-
what this is all about. Get the fuck
so-
out of here, Dave.
okay.
No offense, buddy. All right. MG Day. People could print their own merch. If that's the logic, people buy merch as a way of showing gratitude and support for the creator. True. I get it. I just was like kind of surprised because it was just going on and on about we got new merch in the merch store, and I'm like going, and it was going on for a really long time.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like going, but you don't have people to buy it. Like, I think you're looking at the wrong side of the equation here.
Well, with the Schmuel stuff, I mean, again, we're in a new age of merch. With the Schmuel stuff, like, just throw out a bunch of logos and see which one sticks. If something's cool, somebody will buy it. Are they jacking shit and biting shit from other people? Yes, they are jacking shit and biting shit from other people. But that's, such is the game. So make your own fucking merch site and undercut them. I don't know what to tell you. Or send me the logo and I'll undercut them. I don't give a fuck. Schmuel News shirts should be coming out this week.
Wow. Leveling up. Those would be, I don't want to get on the side of that, but
I'll make $1 off of if anybody's, just so everybody's happy. I'll make $1 off of every shirt that I make.
well, that's what you could make your own leveling up in the dab shirt.
Well, no, I don't want to undercut Final Boss.
Well, he's
I'll
already
include
undercut.
him.
He's
I'll
already
include him.
undercut Dave. Give him 50 cents a shirt. He'd be happy.
Okay, we'll do that.
I think Final Boss would be fine if somebody had just asked or at least acknowledged that he had done it. So all right, there we go. Laundry Room and I go way back. He is fine. Not saying he's not fine. I'm just saying it's like, why would you care, right? Like, I don't know why you would bother it. Oh wait, hold on. Rover, is this the beginning of the merch war, Arch? Merch war. I have no idea, man. I don't plan on doing any. I've been offered, but I it just seemed like more of a problem. Garrett is a hack. All the super chats boil down to Kevin good, other people bad, going on other shows bad, watching other shows bad, sad existence. NJ Ranger 201, I could not have said it better myself. And if I did, I'm sorry guys, I gotta adjust that light because it's killing me. All right. I agree with you, Schmuel. I think it's rage bait. I think so too. Balls deep. If you get 200,000 followers, it's a money grab 90% of the time. Less than 5,000 fans appreciation thing. My opinion, my experience.
You're not a career. You're not a career. People don't see you wearing that shirt in public. You're not a career. You're not Power World.
I don't care. The point was not about the merch. The point was that it seemed like these guys were spending an awful lot of time talking about merch and nobody was going to buy it. So it's like, what, like,
If you got good merch, like people want good,
that's
nice
my point.
stuff. It's very, very difficult to provide that the way that is accessible to people like us. Like it's very difficult to like drop ship a made to order shirt that's fucking however fucking many ounces that somebody, you know what I mean? There's like a thing. There's like a however many ounces and blah blah. There's, so like people want good quality shit. And so if you make good quality shit with good logos and good shit, blah blah blah, then do your thing. But like that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for decent quality, decent price, decent speed. That's it. You can, that's it. So
I felt so bad for Johnny Carson when he gave me his hat, his like cutting shit up hat. It was so bad. It was like a hat with like a sticker that was like a label. The resolution was really poor. The hat was just, it was like it, and I had to wear it on the show, but I'm just like, it was, oh, it was so, and he was so happy when he gave it to me, and I just didn't have the heart to say anything. And that was one of the things, like, I'm like, yeah, if it's worth it to do a quality. If you're going to do it, you got to do quality, not cheap shit. And, I got to laugh. Chad's, I Hate Chad shirt, like that. I think he's got, there's like turquoise, whatever. It is so fucking ugly. And everyone who wears it looks odd. Like they had the crew when he did that show where Joey C went and Christina went and those. And I'm like, oh my, what, like they're ugly. There's no form to them. And I got no problem with people selling stuff, whatever. It's all good with me. But I really felt bad for Chad at Rodney's, because he's talking about, I'm going to have my shirts and the merch, and everybody just looks down and looks at their phone. And it really...
Let me tell you something. The We're Doing It shirts are pretty popular. I know a lot of people with We're Doing It shirts.
Yeah. NJ Ranger is something about blind ball washing. Christ. Tomorrow NJ Ranger is on. We got to watch Chrissy on Tim Pool and do Chud tomorrow. I was Chrissy annoys the fuck out of me, and I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know why, but I know why. But this whole thing with like, oh, I'm so tired all the time, and I'm sleep deprived, and Jesus, and I choose not to vaccinate, so my kid can't go to daycare, so I have to take care of the kid. And, oh, the bean, and it's so much work. You make your fucking choices, right? You live with it. And don't you live with your in-laws? Like, I mean, come on. It's not like you're some fucking single mom in the projects up in Harlem. Listen, getting cigar smoke smell from the guy next door.
The lamp in Chrissy's background is one of our lamps. You know that? One of the lamps for the company that I work for.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
And also Bert Kreischer. He's got one of our lamps too.
So did you see? I can't find the clip, but there's a clip. Somebody Rover. I'm gonna mess it with you here for a minute. At NJR, Chrissy on Tim Pool was brutal. Even Steel Toe was dunking on her. LOL. Steel Toe dunks on everybody though, so it doesn't. Stuff could be good, could be bad. But he's a guy who shouldn't be dunking on anybody, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But speaking of Steel Toe, did you see the I don't know where I could find it. Maybe with Pat. Maybe it was Dixon. There's a clip where, you ever been online and you say something, accidentally it slips out and then you cover up?
Diarrhea.
Hold on a second. I want
to... Yes, I have actually. And
so hold on. I'm going to play this clip from hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Now think of what I just said, right? And watch this clip. So Thorough Joe Burrow caught it. And to me, it's amazing. I think Steel Toe might have outed himself here. Watch. Now, this is him outing himself, but, he's the professional and he's the one that knows how to do this and he's the one that's got a career on it and everybody else is striving for money and, he's killing it over on Rumble, blah, blah, blah. But watch.
Just busy with the kids all weekend. Didn't have time to get a members only show in. It's going to always be tougher in the summertime to get a members show.
I hardly knew her.
It will get done. once a week, and this week it will get done. It will get done twice a week. So
Now listen carefully.
it's going to be a marathon today. I could be streaming until work. Or until noon. I could be, we could really be giving it.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hey, don't be bad. It's okay to have a job, dude. Don't worry.
Busted.
Ooh.
And I was like, I've been there, like you say something and then you realize you said it and you're like trying to cover it up. Oh man, that is just, what a good catch. That's a so thorough Joe Burrow. And,
That's gonna get over 1,000 views for you, buddy.
I couldn't find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was on,
Oh, okay. On Twitter.
It was on Twitter, yeah, and couldn't find it on YouTube. And Dixon posted it this morning, and it's only got it's got 1.5 thousand views.
Oh no! Oh, he works. Oh, yuck! Imagine thinking that you're allergic to work. That'll help his brand, man, won't it? I don't know. I think so.
Working?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he talks shit, right? That's why it's only gonna hurt him because he talks shit. And
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
NJ Ranger 2-1. I'm with Schmuel on this. Are we supposed to praise Chrissy because it's not a hot take that she's bad? Yeah.
You're not good.
She just annoys me. Roy Cohn Esquire. Why does everyone wear hats indoors? I have a reason. My head I don't have any hair up here, and a very high forehead, and the lights.
Panderverse. Sorry.
The lights go off on my head, so I'm trying to minimize the glare. All right. So, yeah, Mickey, right? Will Toe later say that was an intentional 4D chess move? I didn't see anything today. I didn't see any comments on it. And I didn't see, I don't know. I didn't think Melton said anything yet. But I don't know. I thought it was something that would get more attention than it did. But then again, I thought eBay would get attention, and nobody liked that either.
They're still here, though. Numbers are climbing. Now we're talking about Dabbleverse stuff.
Yeah, it's because somebody else's show ended.
Shut the fuck up, stupid. It's okay. Jesus Christ. You become.
I'm a sensitive boy.
I don't want to hurt your heart.
I'm a sensitive boy. Yeah, it was funny. Before I went on the show on Sunday with Quad, where we argue, and he's like, "Are you okay to argue? I don't want to hurt your heart."
Oh, that's sweet of him. See, Quad's a good man. He's a good man. Are you okay to argue? Hell yeah, dude.
Right. So say all the bad things you want.
Power to the Dabbleverse.
It was very funny. Mikey Goofs, I hope Aaron has to wear a safety rated footwear at his job. I can't imagine Aaron having a job like that.
Steel Soul.
The job that I picture Aaron on more than any other is car salesman. Like at a franchise car dealer, like a Hyundai. But him, it's got to be like Cadillac or Chevy, like cars that people really don't buy anymore, like Ford, And I could just, all right. He's definitely
I can see him as a salesman.
He's a true coat guy. But I just think cars specifically.
Car salesman, sure.
Because like when you get into the car thing, at least here in New Jersey, when you get into the car thing, it's such a scam, right? And they start you negotiate a price, then you come out and it's $3,000 more than what you negotiated. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And then they're like, oh, those are the mandatory fees. I'm like, what mandatory fees?
I use a broker now for all of our stuff. And the broker's done very, very well for us. Very well.
When we bought, the wife bought a Hyundai Tucson, right? And we wanted
one of those.
There's a special, it's a special model. It was like if there's a high end of the high end Hyundai Tucson. And we went to the car broker, and there was only one in the New York area that anybody could find. And it was at the dealer that we'd already went to. But she did that. She negotiated everything. And then the person walked out, and the bill was like, I got to be about probably close to $3,000 more than what the number she said it was. And she's like, "What's this?" Oh, there was a $500 mandatory document fee. And I'm like,
Yeah.
$500 to go to the bank? And then they had it was another like $1,200 for the floor mats and all that shit. And we were like, get the fuck out. Like, and I'm telling you, man, she broke those people. I don't think they ever wanted to come back again.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, the broker for me probably saved me at least $4,000, maybe even closer to 6 almost, because I think they were trying to charge 34,000 for a 2020 Honda Civic Touring Sport fully loaded, and I ended up walking away with it for 28, and I love it. I mean, it's I love the car. And my mother, she got her Lexus, I think, for 38, and I think they're trying to charge her 42 at the dealership for the same exact one. So, yeah, the broker. The broker's our friend too, but that's, I think they they know what to say.
So, I drive a Lexus. I wanted to buy a Lexus. I've had this is like my third one, but I have an NX 2020. But the prices now starts at like $50,000. And it's like,
yeah, we got lucky. I mean,
she hardly ever drives. There was no way that I could pay that kind of money for a car. But we're killing people. Unbanned Josh Jenny fan. How can you people watch Steel Toe for years and think he has a job? We think he got a job recently, Josh. But
I mean, he said work. I don't know. What are you thinking? I don't know. It's it's an interesting clip. Broker
hardly knew her. Two Nebushes stole my truck.
Bravo.
So, whilst the bank appointment, Carl was complaining about the bank appointment today. I don't know if it was on today or I was listening to an old show that everybody keeps using the bank, what do you call it? The bank joke. Unbanned Josh Jenny fan. Why does he need to get a job? Show me the 1099s. So, but there we go.
I don't know.
All right, Mickey. All my money is tied up in Super Dabble tips. Flimsy, you taking on investors?
Oh God, the investor stuff. I mean, again, yeah. So,
look. The other part about this is they had to know, like Moody and Melton and those guys. I mean, they had to know this is coming sooner or later, right? I think they're surprised about where it's coming from, but I don't think that they're surprised it happened. Yeah, failed actor Adam Bush. You were listening to the same show I was.
FAAB. I'm gonna make that sob shirt. I'm gonna make a shirt that's FAAB. Failed actor Adam Bush, but it looks like
MGD.
Sob.
You didn't answer the question, Buckman. I don't even know what the question was.
I mean, why do you think? I mean, because we think that numbers are down for him. I mean, he keeps talking about how he's doing great on Rumble. I don't know what his percentage is on Rumble. I know that whenever I get tipped on Rumble, it's only 50%. So they take straight up 50. So I don't know. Yeah. He's probably not making enough money to pay his bills.
It's just that everybody that has the Rumble, that had contracts with Rumble and things with Rumble, the Mershes of the world and Ricada and all that stuff, they all say that Rumble doesn't pay what it used to pay and that the split is bad, right? Like everybody's saying it's negative, and you got Steel Toe over here saying how great it is. And how much money he makes. It just doesn't really seem it just Aaron, he lies. So it's like you just automatically don't believe it.
Well, I'm curious, I'm kind of curious what Mersh makes. So Mersh has Mersh has an account that I don't know how to explain this. If there's for somebody who's not part of the Rumble crew and under the Rumble contract, Mersh if anybody, should have one of those accounts where maybe they take less percentage than everybody else. So I'm just curious, like, do they just take a straight 50% for merch? Because if that's true, then YouTube is still better. Because YouTube will take, at most, if you do it from your iPhone, they make 50%. Every other purchase is 40%, and then memberships are 70% or 30%. So I'm just curious there. Like, I don't care to ask, but I'm curious because any newcomer onto Rumble, 50% across the board. They don't even show you how much you actually make. Once you make the money, if somebody sends you $50, it only shows you made $25. So I'm just curious. But and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing because you get it out the door. So any new person that comes into Rumble can just start making money, which is, I love that. But if you've been established and you're making money, there should be a thing where, you can make, they start taking a couple points off or whatever. And I don't know what the membership stuff is because I've never really gotten any of those. I'm just curious. So I don't know. Can't really comment other than that.
Diablo Samach. He has 3 kids, play pretend radio for a living. Dude's got to be hurting. This Rura, I put this up, but it's like something that I was looking at the other day. Mersh loving Rumble right now. I get a feeling that he doesn't draw on YouTube. I don't know what numbers are real or fake on Rumble, but Mersh is different, right? Because he's Venmo and Ko-Fi and like all that other shit, So it's hard to use as a comparison. Josh Denny fan. Jesus Christ, the toe is really is winning. There you go, Josh. We believe you. Rumble serves a particular purpose. Roy Cohn Esquire. Yes, it just nobody that has YouTube, right, and is monetized on YouTube goes, oh, I can't wait till I go over to Rumble, right? People just don't do it. So there's got to be something.
No, I mean, he's, maybe the fact that he has a job and he's working a few hours, maybe a part-time job, and he's working a few hours, has alleviated the stress of having to make so much money on these platforms that he's like, oh yeah, Rumble's doing great for me and it's fine. So let him do that.
Yeah, it's just that everything is the deal. Look, the deal with him is that it's also like it just changes all the time. Like even when he does his calculations, it's always he's good at math in his head, but he changes the numbers. It's like you're following the guy. It's like find the pea under the cup.
Find the pea under the mattress. Oh, find the pea under the cup. Yeah. It's not a Sleeping Beauty trick. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So there and MGD says Buckman only wants engagement, but he doesn't want to. Buckman only expects engagement back. He doesn't need to address your points. When they go with the flow, when we're in there, we'll get to them. And if you had something that you really want to get to, remind me later. I'm there. So I will dig deep into I'm going to dig deep into the Rumble thing and see what the rates are and shit. And I could always ask AI. But we won't do that. The thing with Rumble though is like I can't believe what anybody's views are on that. So all right. Pee in the cup. Thank you, Russ. Somebody got it, but it's pee under the cup. And so there we go. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to call it a night. And Jim Sharkey, boy, are you late to the game, buddy. The porch was swept a day ago. But yeah, every now and then. But I think that Cookie has the grifting of my life, the sitting on the couch watching TV that I got away with last weekend because the procedure is over with. I'm sure she's going to put me back to work. The worst part about this is I haven't been able to swim until Thursday, and I'm like really looking forward to that. All right. So guys, I think we should rock and roll out of here, Dave. I did have another question for you, but that I wanted you to talk
ahead.
shit about somebody, but
ahead.
you don't. You
Talk
always
shit.
like, you know, you
I'll
love to
talk
ball
shit.
wash for these
No,
guys. Oh, I
no,
like everybody.
I'll
Everybody's
end,
great.
I'll end this with the shit talk. Go ahead and tell me who this shit talk about.
Roy Cohen Esquire, still no cigars. Correct, my friend. Correct. Shit, I don't know if I have them in my pocket. I haven't even really been using. I have the nicotine lozenges. I haven't even really been using those. But I haven't had like the, oh my god, I need a cigar. I need a cigar. So not that bad. Genta, I meant like. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. All right, so we talked about the dabble tips. We talked about the leveling up in the dab shirts that you're going to make for the final boss. Very cool. Oh yeah, Chad Special. What do you think about that?
I mean, look, the only thing I got to say about Chad Special is, first of all, I think it's probably going to be a lot of reused material. But second of all, you were boasting about how you sold out 200 tickets on a Thursday. So now you have to have a Friday or Saturday. You can't get people there on a Thursday. I don't know, Chad. Sounds a little sketchy. And you doing a little spending, you're spending a little more than feels like you were in the past. Yeah, he's like, I'm going to have filet tonight. And, I just put up the TV. I already had the TV. And came to LA potentially for something. I don't know.
Did you ever buy something, right? And it's like, I'm going to give this guy, or it's better. You're selling something, and you get the guy to pay $50, and you're like, dude, I got 50. That's great. I never expected it. And then you find out the guy was willing to pay 75. That's what I think happened to Chad. I think he picked that $8,300 number because he thought that's the max he could get. And then when that thing filled up so quick, he was like, oh shit, I should have asked for more. But you can't just ask for more. You got to come up with some story that things are more expensive and, we've got this happening and that happening. Nobody believes him.
Yeah, I mean, the difference to me of the 8,300 and the 10,000 is really not the point of any of this. I don't really care that he keeps raising the price and all that. Like, to me, that's really nothing. Everybody knows, well, not everybody knows, but people know that on GoFundMe, if you put your goal at 8,300 and you only make 4,300, you can still pull out that 4,300. It's not like Kickstarter. Kickstarter only allows you to pull out the money once you've hit the goal. So it doesn't benefit you in any way.
Beneficial.
Beneficiary is a person. I get it. Sorry. NGM Ranger's going to roast me right now. It's not beneficial for you to raise the thing after you've already hit the limit. So it's different in this situation. And so we knew that any dollar you gave to him, people knew that any dollar you gave to him, he would be able to take out, even if he never hit the goal. At least I knew. So the difference between $8,300 and $10,000 is, that's one camera for a day's rental. One legit camera for 1 day's rental, pretty much. So I don't know. Look, I'm with Brian Landon here. Let's get the special made. People like Chad goes on like Borgo and David Chandler and Brian Landon. They've given me all this money. Like, yeah, those people have never known to troll anybody, idiot. They've never been known to give money to fucking troll anybody, right?
Yeah, well, maybe
So
they'll
let's
pay
do
Chad
it.
to stick his dick in some guy's ass.
Let's fucking do it, dude.
And
To wipe his dick with somebody's ass, sure.
yeah, because that's what Chandler that paid what do you call it? The granny thing.
About $8,000, or $8 or $10,000 or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think Gurney's lived that down since then.
Well, now he's going on and being like, I didn't stick my dick in her. Well, it's like, okay. Well, now you're making them. Now you're breaking your fucking NDA, dummy. So.
All right. I just sent you a text, and if you want to read it, we can do that. If not, we'll just get the hell out of here.
It's too long. Didn't read.
Brian Landon is public enemy. I don't think any. I don't know. Brian Landon is one of those guys that like
you're one of his acolytes, MGD. Shut the fuck up.
That's what I mean. Is he's got like this small core of acolytes that just keep they keep pushing him, but he doesn't really move the needle with anybody else.
And I fucking told you yesterday, Buckman. I'm like, Brian Landon. I enjoy his show. I get what he's doing. He knows how to play the fucking game. Let him play the game. Am I being Dabbleverse union representative? Yes, I am. So I'm just saying the dude knows how to play the game. Let him play the game. That's it. I don't know. It's better than these people gang stalking motherfuckers on eBay, right? So look, let's keep it fun.
It's certainly better than
call him a pay pig,
sending pizzas.
Call him a pay pig or call him a whale, whatever the fuck you want to call him. That's your prerogative. People can spend their money however the fuck they want to spend it. And you have the ability to go on and whatever, go on Twitter, go on YouTube, and talk shit. That's it. Let's play the fucking game and good-natured ribbing. If that's not what's happening, then I don't know. That's what I'm doing. So let Brian Landon do, he's in my eyes, he's fine. I like Quad. I like let these people go on and do their shit.
I think he's fine too. That's what I think he's playing the game the way the game is, he's got his own strategy or whatever it is. It's fine, and I've gotten along with the guy. All right. So those of you desperate for me to read this, it's very boring, but I'm going to read it and then we're going to get out of here. All right. This is for Rumble. Rough per 1,000 views estimates, third-party estimates, not official Rumble numbers, put earnings around $2 to $10 per 1,000 views. It's per minute, varying by content type, audience location, and engagement. Thank you. Though anecdotal career reports online vary quite a bit, with some describing payouts that doubled or tripled month to month as the fund pool changed. It is worth noting, since this is a pooled fund-based system rather than a transparent flat rate, actual pay-per-view earnings can swing a lot, and the numbers above come from a mix of Rumble's officials, FAQs, and third-party anecdotal sources rather than a single authoritative rate card. So they pool the thing. So
I don't mean to cut you off or anything. That's great. I'm just saying that what I was talking about are the chat, like the Rumble rant numbers. Like they take 50% of the Rumble rant money is what I'm saying.
I got you.
That's it.
All right.
I mean, this type of stuff is very similar to YouTube, I'm sure.
Yeah, I didn't know, but I don't know about the pooled funding. I thought that was interesting. But there we go.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's the same thing that, on YouTube, for every 4,000 views, you get $20 to $40, depending on how it's distributed and depending on how quick you get those 4,000 views. So it's not really too much of a difference here. I'm just saying, I'm curious, does Mersh, being a established Rumble creator, does he get a better percentage that any Joe Schmo just gets coming into Rumble and being new? That's all I'm asking, really. Because as a new person myself, any super chat or Rumble rant I get, boom, straight up 50%.
Yeah, I just asked the AI, but the thing went crazy.
Yeah.
So I think some of these guys I think Mersh has said that he's got there's the Rumble Creator Program, and he gets it. I just don't think that Steel Toe has. I guess Mersh does, but I guess I don't think they probably have equal numbers, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like you would need more numbers to make that shit really worthwhile.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I don't really know. All right, Buckman.
All right, good night, guys. It's been a blast, kids. I will see you Thursday with my guest Keanu C. Thompson. It's a first, and so that should be interesting. And if you have any questions you'd like me to ask Keanu, you can, or give me an idea of something. Comment, watch, let me know. Good night.